Hi guys, I'm Hamish Gorman and welcome back to Staying Healthy at Home. Today I want to talk to you about impact exercises and osteopenia and osteoporosis. Now, osteopenia and osteoporosis are when we have a gradual weakening of the bones, usually as we get older and more often for women than for men, though it can occur in men as well. Now, we have some other videos that detail the ins and outs of osteopenia and osteoporosis and what it means for you. But in today's video, what I want to do is I want to talk to you about impact exercises. Now, impact exercises are the exercises that have been shown to have the biggest impact on bone mineral density and osteopenia and osteoporosis. So what does that mean? Now, impact exercises are slightly different to strength exercises. Impact exercises involve a little bit of a jolt or a jar to induce our bones to get stronger. Whereas strength exercises are normally against an external resistance and completed a bit more slowly and a bit more in control. Now, resistance training exercises are really good and they do improve our bone mineral density as well. But if you have osteopenia or osteoporosis and you're worried about your bone mineral density and your bone strength, then including some kind of impact exercises can be a really good way to make sure you safeguard your bones. Now, if you have osteoporosis, I'd advise you to check with your GP or your exercise physiologist about whether these exercises are suitable for you. If you don't, you should be safe to get going. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through three options for exercises. The first one is a calf raise with a heel drop. So we're going to come up onto our toes and then come back down nice and quickly. So hopefully you're going to get a little bit of that sound even through the video as I come up and then dropping back down. And you should see that little bit of a jar or that little bit of a shudder that goes through my body. Now that's the impact that I'm talking about when we're talking about impact exercises. Come up onto the toes and down as hard as you're comfortable. So that's the key phrase, as hard as you're comfortable. It shouldn't leave you feeling sore. It's not going to make the muscles sore in the same way resistance training or running or something like that would, but it's still going to have this impact on the bones because of the jarring nature of that exercise. In terms of how many you should do, 2 or 3 lots of 5 repetitions would be a great place to get started. So I'm just going to go through 5 so you get the idea. We come up onto our toes and then back down. Up onto our toes and back down onto our heels. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. So the heel drop from a calf raise is a great exercise if you haven't done any impact kind of movements before. Now you notice that I'm on a tiled floor. So to get the impact, we need to be on a relatively hard surface. If you're on soft grass or soft sand, you won't get the same kind of benefit out of this as you would on a wooden or a tiled or a harder surface like a concrete. Remember, as hard as you're comfortable. The second exercise I'm going to show you is just a marching step. So we're just going to come up and down. But what you're going to do is you're going to bring that leg down reasonably hard into the floor. So you should hear that jarring come through the video. You should hear that kind of sound or that feeling of impact as it goes through. Same phrase applies, as hard as you're comfortable, and you can build as you go through the exercise. So I'm just going to go through, again, 5 each side so that you can get a bit of an idea of how this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and hard with a little bit of impact. So the marching step is definitely something that you can build as you go. You can start easier And if you're feeling comfortable or you get through a workout more easily, gradually build the impact as you go. So they're the first two. The third one's a little bit more difficult. We're going to do a little bit of a jumping exercise. We're going to jump. If you want to do this as an assisted jump where you have a railing or a chair or something solid to hold on to help stabilise you, you can as well. If you're uncomfortable with this one, you can always start with some sit to stands, holding on, or something else just to get you going. Please feel free to reach out if you're unsure about it. So what we're going to do, we're just going to come down a little bit and come up into a little jump. Down a little bit and a little jump. Now, the higher you jump, the more impact you're going to get when you come down. Again, with this one, we do want to land with a little bit of force, but normally that will happen naturally as well. Again, I'd encourage you, if you haven't done any jumping in a while, or you're feeling really out to sea with this one, grab a rail or a chair or something in front of you to help to hold on to make yourself more comfortable and more stable. I'm just going to go through 5 so you can get the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. So you see, I'm not trying to jump too high, I'm not trying to do anything too crazy, but I'm definitely getting a good amount of impact through my body when I'm doing that. So there's 3 different exercises that you can use to build your bone mineral density if you have osteopenia or osteoporosis. As I mentioned previously, if you've got osteoporosis and you've been diagnosed with that, I'd suggest that you reach out to your doctor and then your exercise physiologist to make sure that you get exercises that are appropriate for your level and for your bone density. How much and how often? I'd suggest 2 lots of 5 of each of those exercises, 2 to 3 times per week would be a fantastic place to start. Now, it doesn't take too long, and it's not going to leave you feeling muscular sore or tired in the same way other exercises or other workouts do. Now that's okay, don't let that fool you. It's still giving you the work that you need to improve your bone mineral density. If you want to learn more about osteoporosis or osteopenia, please feel free to watch the other videos that we've put together. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Bye.